Hello. I hope everybody can hear me. I'm coming on again here because I just love to come here and just to speak about this. And I really feel it might resonate with certain people. So for those who are going to listen later, welcome. Take your time. I come here online every week on Clubhouse to basically speak about my Street Oracle ebook. And, I come from the topic of speaking from the heart because we know it's been aching. But I'm going to switch it up a bit this season because a lot of us are going through or going into a journey called the unknown. So, this is one chapter in the ebook where I really feel that it would resonate with a lot of people. Whether you're new here, whether you've heard me before speaking or not, it doesn't matter. I think we all can relate to the feeling of, going into a journey of uncertainty, the journey of unknown, and coming out of adversity and coming out of so many battles this year that we probably have been facing individually, personally, socially, financially, emotionally, you name it. And now that it's the end of September, what's going to happen? There's all these feelings of uncertainty with the government, with our families, our jobs. And I think it's very relatable to have a place where we can hear about these stories and have a place where we can also know that these uncertainties are very, very real. They're very necessary, but they're also very uncomfortable, right? So I'm going to share with you a section in the book that really has resonated with me, and I think it will leave a lot of people feeling the same kind of feeling of what does it mean stepping into a journey called the unknown. There's a poem that I loved, and for those who don't know, my story has been difficult. So I've been healing from trauma, but I've also been very amazing at healing myself. And I've had to move from places to places just to feel safe, but also just to grow and to glow and to know who I am. And one thing I had to learn to do was to detach from the places and spaces I once called home. So this is a very special poem for me. It's called Wherever I Hang My Knickers. And I love it because I think it will resonate with people who had to leave their homes, or leave their cities to get a job, to live in places for peace and certain places to grow. So this is called Wherever I Hang My Knickers by Grace. I leave me people, me land, me home, for reasons I'm not too sure. I forsaken the sun and the hummingbird splendor, had big rats in the floorboard, so I pick my new world self and come to this place called England. At first I feeling like I in a dream, the misty grayness I touching the walls to see if they real. They solid to the seam, and they people pouring from the underground systems like beans. And when I look up to the sky, I see Lord Nelson, too high to lie. And so I sending home photos of myself among the pigeons and the snow. And so I warding off the cold. And so little by little I began to change my calypso's ways, never visiting nobody, before giving them clear warning and wanting me to turn in queue. Now, after all this time, I get accustomed to the English life, but I still miss back home side. To tell you the truth, I don't know where I belong. Yes, divided by the ocean, divided by the bone. Wherever I hang my knickers, that's my home. I love this poem so much because that's exactly how she wrote it. She wrote it with the accent and she wrote it with the slang and she wrote it with where she comes from. But she had to accustom a new version of who she is into a new lifestyle. Her journey shifted from, living in sunset tropical forests all the way to coming into England where it's so cold. And It's these journeys and these transitions of going into the unknown that really feels so